earthly word to describe the amount of emotion and feeling that's put into his art.
His art. Mega hits like...
Today we take a deep look at the children of Michael Jackson, Prince Jackson, Paris Jackson, and Bigi Jackson, formerly Blanket. You probably know a lot about their childhood, the fame, the weird headlines, the controversies, but how about their lives now? What really happened behind the headlines? How are they dealing with family drama, inheritance disputes, public scrutiny? We go behind the rumors, walk through the controversies, and try to piece together what's real now. Childhood, legacy, and early years. Michael Jackson was father to 3 kids. Prince was born in 1997, Paris in 1998, and Bigi, via surrogate, in 2002. After Michael's death in 2009, when they were still young, they were entrusted to guardianship under their grandmother, Catherine Jackson. Their childhood was unusual. On one hand, they inherited immense fame and legacy. On the other hand, they had to cope with the loss of their father, public scrutiny, media attention, and the complicated history tied to their dad's life. That kind of upbringing affects how people grow up. Early stability was questionable, but over time, their grandmother and the estate that managed Michael's legacy played a major role in their upbringing. As they grew older, each of them started to shape a different path, often under the public eye. Where are they now? Prince Jackson. Prince stayed mostly out of the tabloid spotlight compared to his siblings. He seems to have grown into adulthood quietly. He tries to maintain privacy, and according to public records, he has worked on establishing a stable, low-drama life. He's occasionally been seen in public, and in recent years, joined events with his siblings in support of their father's legacy. In March 2024, the 3 siblings made a rare joint red carpet appearance at an event honoring their father, showing solidarity amid ongoing family and estate drama. Paris Jackson. Paris has taken a different route. She followed creative and expressive paths: music, modeling, public appearance. She seems to want to define herself beyond being Michael Jackson's daughter, using her voice and image to carve a path of her own. But being public means dealing with judgment, fame, baggage, and scrutiny. Paris remains one of the most visible of the siblings, often at the center of media coverage. Bigi Jackson, formerly Blanket. Bigi, now 23, has remained the most private of the 3. He rarely courts media attention. In public appearances, he appears with his siblings occasionally, like the March 2024 red carpet event. It seems he intends to live life away from constant spotlight, but he's also tied to the estate and family dynamics, which keeps him indirectly connected to public drama. What's going on with the money? One of the biggest ongoing stories involving Michael Jackson's kids is the management of his estate and the legal battles around it. The estate has had major transactions and controversies that directly affect Prince, Paris, and Bigi. Estate revenue promises versus reality. After Jackson's death, his estate reportedly cleared huge debts and subsequently turned around to generate large revenues through music rights, catalog deals, and licensing. Over time, estimates suggest the estate has produced billions since 2009. Originally, each child had an equal share of the estate's trust, with their grandmother Catherine Jackson also a beneficiary. However, after more than a decade, the kids have faced financial roadblocks. As of 2024, public documents show that they, along with their grandmother, were blocked from receiving distributions from the trust due to ongoing disputes between the estate and the IRS. That means despite the estate's massive value, the heirs' access to money has been complicated and delayed. For fans expecting inherited wealth equals free pass, the reality looks far more tangled. Legal disputes among beneficiaries. In 2024, a major family conflict spilled into public view. The youngest sibling, Bigi, filed a court motion to prevent his grandmother, Catherine, from using estate funds to finance a legal battle tied to a catalog deal dispute. Reported details indicated that Catherine had received substantial funds since Michael's death, including monthly allowances, cash payouts, and property perks. This legal fight created a rift. Bigi, one of the heirs, was opposing what he considered mismanagement or misuse of the estate's money, even when the sale of the catalog was supposed to benefit all heirs. The public nature of the dispute stirred media attention. What looked like a unified family after Michael's death was revealed to be fractured behind the scenes. Allegations of mismanagement by estate executors. In mid-2025, Paris filed her own legal objections against the executors of the estate, accusing them of skimming money from the estate. She claimed irregular payments, lavish gratuities, and alleged that funds meant for the children had been diverted to pay large legal fees and bonuses to attorneys. For many fans and observers, these allegations cast a shadow on what had once been portrayed as a stable financial legacy. It raised questions. Who is really benefiting from Michael Jackson's estate now? The heirs or the executors? This kind of public estate drama adds complexity to the lives of Prince, Paris, and Bigi. They inherited a legacy of fame, but also inherited legal battles, public scrutiny, and divided loyalties, privacy, and pressure. Despite legal troubles, the siblings occasionally show solidarity publicly. One of the most talked about events happened in March 2024. Prince, Paris, and Bigi made a rare joint red carpet appearance during a press night for MJ, the musical in London, honoring their father. For many fans, it was symbolic. A show of unity, a tribute to their father, and a rare glimpse of adulthood for the three. Their presence together made headlines. But few weeks before and after, news outlets were full of reports about the estate dispute, about Biggie's motion against his grandmother, about Paris's renewed legal fight over transparency. That contrast, unity in public versus division in private, captured the complicated reality behind being heirs of a megastar. For the siblings, that spotlight is a double-edged sword. On one side, it keeps their father's legacy alive. On the other, it drags them into public battles over money, legality, trust, and family loyalty. It seems for them, part of growing up under a legacy is learning that silence, discretion, and privacy might be their strongest tools. What could be next? So, where does that leave the Jackson children now? What can we expect going forward? Potential reconciliation or restructuring? It's possible they might eventually find a way to resolve estate disputes in a way that restores financial stability and family unity. If they succeed, they could reclaim some control over the legacy and how it's used. Diversified personal identities. Each sibling seems to pursue something unique, from privacy to creative work to charity. Over time, they may define themselves more independently, making the Jackson name just a part of their story, not all of it. Greater privacy. Given how public and messy the estate disputes have been, they might choose to pull back from public life entirely, especially Bigi and Prince, to avoid further scrutiny, public voice, or activism. Especially for Paris, if she stays outspoken about fairness, transparency, or mental health, she could reshape what it means to be a child of a legend in 2025. The story of Michael Jackson's children is not what you expect from a typical celebrity legacy. It's complicated, it includes wealth and fame, but also legal battles, family rifts, delayed inheritance, public scrutiny, and the struggle for identity. Prince, Paris, and Bigi are more than just Michael Jackson's kids. They're adults now. They're separate people, with their own choices, mistakes, hopes, fears. Their journey shows that legacy can be both a gift and a burden. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. Which of the three do you think has the hardest path ahead? And do you want me to build another video script diving into controversies surrounding their father and how that continues to shape the kids? Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.